Hey guys and girls, how's it going? TheGenXGamer here bringing you guys another video, and if you guys haven't heard already, Battlefield 2016 is coming out. It's been confirmed, and the game is going to be called Battlefield 1. So this is going to be really interesting for, for all of us Call of Duty players out there who, may or may not like where Infinite Warfare seems to be going way out in space and doing whatever it is out there we don't even know. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see what Battlefield 1 does with, if you guys haven't heard already, it's going to World War I, guys. That is awesome. So they're bringing back a lot of really cool vehicles that you can now fight in. Of course, Battlefield is known for not just boots on the ground combat, but flying planes, boats, just all sorts of stuff. Obviously, if you guys have played Battlefield 4, you know what I'm talking about. But what's really interesting is the game is coming out on October 21st, 2016, which is right around a month-ish before Call of Duty. So it'll be really interesting to see how them getting almost a month jump on Call of Duty happens, like what it entails. Because this is the game that I kind of feel like, is going to steal some players away from Call of Duty for sure, because, I mean, so many of us have wanted it to go back to the past ever since we heard that the new game was coming out. And ever since it confirmed a few days ago that it was going to space, so many people have been so disappointed that Battlefield might get a huge jump in player base here. We do know that they are keeping the 64-player servers for this game as well, and if you guys saw the trailer, it looks stunningly beautiful. They're bringing back all sorts of cool vehicles, like large and small tanks. We're doing biplanes, horses, just all sorts of really interesting things. I think it's so cool they're having animals in the game now. Obviously, World War I was fought, partly on horses and things like that. They have swords, if you guys saw in the trailer, and the graphics just look insane. And the really interesting thing with this is, like Call of Duty, I'm going to do kind of like a comparison with it. So Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, of course, we know is going way out in the future. And of course it's depicting fictional battles, right? Because these things obviously didn't take place in space. I really hope we're not doing space warfare in real life. That would be terrifying. But, besides that, we heard, Battlefield is definitely going back and doing like a realistic representation of World War I, which is going to be really interesting, because I don't think we've had a game that went back that far in a long time. I mean, like the first couple of Call of Duty games maybe, but it'll be really interesting to see how this game compares with the new Call of Duty 4 Remastered Edition, because both of those games are coming out in the same year. They're both being developed with high-end graphics engines for the new gen of consoles. It'll be really interesting to see what they can do and how both of those compare, because they're kind of depicting sort of the same era, which is really interesting. So as I said earlier, the release date is set for October 21st. You can get it a few days early with the there's a specific package that you can order, and it costs about $80, and you can get it, I believe it's 3 days early. So that'll be interesting for sure, and I'll definitely bring you guys gameplay of Battlefield, the new Battlefield 1, as well as obviously the COD 4 Remaster and Infinite Warfare. So it is really interesting, I think, that they're going back and doing like a real depiction of World War I, which is going to be very interesting to see in comparison to sort of the more, I don't want to say fake, but the fictional depictions that Call of Duty has done, or is doing definitely for this year for sure. And they're also doing, of course, there's some single-player campaign mode along with the multiplayer, which we've known about for a while. It's going to be really interesting to see people running around riding horses and stuff. It kind of gives me sort of like an Assassin's Creed feel. That was like the first thing I thought of when I saw that. If you guys have played that series, they're bringing back sort of animals and things like that into the game now, which is going to be really interesting to see. The really cool thing with Battlefield that's going to be interesting that they changed for this game is, as we know, Battlefield is kind of more like a slower paced first-person shooter. It's not as much, like, I don't want to say that it can't be fast-paced, but it's very wide open maps. You have lots of places to look around, and there's vehicles, and it's very much operated on a team basis, more so, I guess, than Call of Duty. It doesn't always promote close-quarter gunfights, as much, just because it's such a wide open map, and you can fit 64 players on those kinds of map, which is really interesting, and I like that they differentiated it from Call of Duty when it came out. But it's going to be interesting to see, because for this World War I game, they are doing, sort of more close quarter combat, and it'll be kind of interesting to see, especially for me, someone who's coming from Call of Duty as of a few years for now, going to play something like that and seeing how it differs, and how their interpretation of close quarter battles and things like that, comes about. So obviously, because of World War I, they are doing trench warfare. So you're fighting within the trenches, and it's going to be really close quartered and things like that. It's going to be so cool to see what they do with it. I can't wait to see it in these insane PS4 and Xbox and PC graphics that we have today. If you guys saw the trailer, those graphics look insane. And so yeah, guys, I just thought I'd bring you guys a little bit of a quick update of what we heard about yesterday. And if you guys haven't checked out the trailer, I'll try and link it in the description for you guys. But it looks really awesome, and this one just might steal a good amount of players from Call of Duty. Who knows? This might be the year that Battlefield jumps up a little bit higher on that list. And I'll definitely be getting this game because it looks insane, and I'll definitely bring you guys gameplay and more news as we hear about it. So yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.